But we're talking about now LSU because Brian Kelly, you fired. So he'll have to go back to his family, my family down here in Baton Rouge, even though I believe I'm from Massachusetts, but I got this accent now in the bayou because that's what I am. I'm a complete fraud. Brian Kelly, just probably the most unlikable coach, one of the most unlikable coaches in the history of college football. Nobody likes this guy. Nobody likes him. When I first was working in Lansing, he was at Central Michigan. I believe he left my first year, if I have the year right, 2006 for Cincinnati. He was at Central Michigan, did really well. Grand Valley State? Let's look this up. I believe he won a bunch of Division II, if that is, national championships, Grand Valley State. We kind of look these things up on the fly, folks. Let's see. Grand Valley State, he was there from 91 to 2003. Yeah, Central Michigan, 2004 to 2006. He took the Cincinnati job my first year in Lansing, so we covered Central Michigan a little bit. Then Brian Kelly goes to Notre Dame. He's there about, 11, 12 years. And then LSU for this is his fourth season. Yeah, Brian Kelly won 2 Division II national championships in 2002 and 2003 at Grand Valley State. D2 powerhouse there in the great state of Michigan. But Brian Kelly and his family, nobody likes Brian Kelly. Not only does he just seem to be a dick, always berating folks. A lot of coaches do that. But I feel like Brian Kelly, it's not just that. It's everything with the kid, obviously, who died, who fell off the apparatus when he's videoing a practice in crazy winds at Notre Dame. They had the issue with there was an alleged cover-up of a sexual assault where the woman then goes and commits suicide at Notre Dame. And look, I'm not saying that 100% falls on the head coach, but you have that. You have the kid who falls off the tower as he's videoing practice. His name was what? Declan. I want to get his name correct because we should be able. Yeah, Declan Sullivan. I thought it was Declan Sullivan. I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to say it. But Declan Sullivan. And then just seemingly being a fraud, right? Like the deal where he was on the rotating thing for the recruits and he's going like this, like, yeah, I'm Brian Kelly. There's nothing cool about Brian Kelly. By the way, I'm not being a hater. I think I'm being honest. He's going to walk away with a ridiculous buyout. Whatever he was owed, $50 million, if he settles and he gets whatever it is, 20, 30, I don't even know. I don't even care. I'm just saying. And he's 64 years old. I would think he'd still want to coach. But Brian Kelly's super unlikable because my family, just the fake accent, the doing this with the recruits where he just looked so out of place. Like, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm on the thing that spins around for the recruits, dude. Yeah. Yeah, it looks sweet. No, you didn't look sweet. And it is funny. I was hearing somebody say that, usually every coach player, there's somebody in the media that supports them. They usually have somebody in their corner. Brian Kelly seemingly has nobody in his corner. Everyone hates Brian Kelly. You have the stories from Matt LaFleur and Robert Saleh, where they said when they were grad assistants for Central Michigan that they went to a party for Brian Kelly and they thought they were going to just be party guests, but they had to park cars and shovel snow. And they said, hey, we're never going to have our assistants, our staffers get treated like that when they're head coaches. And then they both became head coaches. LaFleur still a head coach with the Green Bay Packers. So just every story about Brian Kelly is bad. And I know a couple myself. Again, not a ton, but he was at Central Michigan that first year. We covered Central Michigan a little bit, just a little bit, mostly from local storylines. But they they had Antonio Brown. A lot of people don't remember J.J. Watt started at Central Michigan, I believe, as a tight end before transferring to Wisconsin and switching to the other side of the football. But Brian Kelly, nobody misses you. I would think he'd still coach. And I tweeted this. I hate to wish this on my Spartan friends because I still have a lot of friends in Lansing and a lot of media friends up there. And I worked there. It was a long time ago. It was about 17, 18 years ago. It was 2006, 2008. But Brian Kelly, if he wants to coach again, if Michigan State wants to make a coaching change, which it seems like they might, Brian Kelly makes a lot of sense at Michigan State. Makes a lot of sense at Michigan State. So we'll see what happens there. We'll see if he wants to coach again. I mean, would a school like Penn State go after Brian Kelly?